Okay, so we've all been there, right? Scrolling through Instagram, and bam.
Hit with a craving.
Exactly. Like suddenly you need a donut or
Huh.
three.
It's like those food pics have this direct line to our brain.
They really do. But what if, and I'm just throwing this out there, what if there's a sugar that could, you know, satisfy that sweet tooth without like sending your body totally off the rails?
No, that would be a game changer.
Right. Well, that's what we're diving into today, this whole unexpected world of allulose.
It's a pretty fascinating topic.
It really is. And, before we get too deep into allulose, let's back up for a sec. We all know sugar has a bit of a bad reputation.
Yeah, and for good reason, right?
Totally. And it's bigger than just weight gain, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's about so much more. Like, we talk about insulin resistance, but I'm not sure people really get how big of a deal it is or how many things it affects.
Yeah, it's like this silent epidemic that no one's really talking about. So for those who might not know, break it down for us. What's actually happening in our bodies when we're constantly, like, overloading on sugar?
Okay, so imagine your cells are, like athletes, right? And insulin's their coach.
Okay, I like this analogy. I'm following.
So when those athletes eat sugar, insulin's job is to basically open the doors to the training facility so they can, use that energy. But if they're constantly like bombarded with sugar, those doors are open 24/7. And eventually the athletes, they just get desensitized. They're burnt out. They stop responding to the coach's signal.
And that's insulin resistance.
Ex-
Wow, that makes so much sense. And I'm guessing this leads to, well, a lot more than just needing, bigger pants.
You're telling me it's like this cascade of health issues, increased risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, even brain health. It can like speed up cognitive decline.
It's mind-blowing how one thing can impact so much.
It really is.
But how do we even know if we're, like, dealing with insulin resistance? Is there a test or something?
That's the thing. It's trickier than you'd think. Like a standard blood sugar test, it's like getting a single snapshot when you really need to see like the whole movie. It just shows you your blood sugar at one point in time.
So we need a better way to get the full picture of what's happening.
Exactly. We need more than just a snapshot. We need a full metabolic checkup.
Okay, so we're dealing with a silent epidemic, and our current tools aren't really cutting it. It's a good thing we're here to, explore some solutions. Let's talk about this sugar substitute, allulose.
Allulose, yeah. It's not your typical sweetener, that's for sure.
So we've, like, really painted this picture of sugar overload. But you're saying allulose doesn't cause that blood sugar spike.
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
Well, it's all about how our bodies process it, right? Most sugars, they get broken down, absorbed into the bloodstream, and boom, sugar rush and crash. Allulose, it's different. It kind of like slips through.
Nukes through.
Yeah, like a ghost. Passes through, mostly unnoticed, not really used for energy. So you get the sweetness, but without the metabolic mayhem.
Okay, that's wild. But it's like even better than that, right? Doesn't allulose actually have some like beneficial effects?
You're right, it's not just neutral. It actually seems to flip a switch in our bodies, activating something called AMPK.
AMPK, okay. And that is...
Think of it like the master regulator of your metabolism. Like, it's like upgrading your body's operating system.
Upgrading, okay, so what does that actually do for us? What does this AMPK activation actually mean?
Basically, it's like telling your cells, hey, switch gears from storing sugar to burning it. Like trading in a gas guzzler for a sleek electric car.
Ooh, I like that visual.
Right. So suddenly you're more efficient, burning fat, maybe even doing some cellular repair along the way.
So we're not just, like, preventing the bad stuff. We're actively making good things happen.
Exactly. And there's more. Remember that feeling of being satisfied after a meal?
Yeah, like totally content.
Part of that is this gut hormone, GLP-1. Allulose seems to boost GLP-1 levels.
Which helps us feel
fuller for longer. And it might even dial down those cravings.
Okay, so hold on. We've got better blood sugar, fat burning, maybe cellular repair, and now appetite control, all from a sugar. This is like some next level stuff.
It's pretty remarkable. And, this GLP-1 thing, it's actually a target for some of those new weight loss drugs, expensive ones.
Wow, really?
Yeah, but with allulose, we might have a natural way to tap into those same pathways.
It's amazing how often nature like already has the answer.
Right.
But this is all, in theory. Does it actually work in real life? Like, have you...
It's funny you should ask. I have a confession. I have a weakness for cereal in the evenings.
Cereal. No way, who doesn't? Don't tell me you're like one of those salad for every meal people.
No, not at all. But as much as I love it, I know it's not the best thing for my blood sugar, right? So I started using Allulose to sweeten my cereal, and honestly, it's been a game changer. I get my fix, but without the crazy blood sugar spike.
See, I love hearing that, like real people putting this into practice. But let's shift gears for a minute. I've been reading about allulose and uric acid. And something about mitochondria. It's like we're going deeper down the rabbit hole now. Uric acid, mitochondria, now we're getting serious. What's the connection? And why should we even care?
So it's all about like how everything's connected in our bodies, right? High uric acid, which, we often see with diets high in fructose.
Not just about gout.
Right. It's not just about your joints. Turns out it messes with our mitochondria too.
Mitochondria, those are, remind me.
The little powerhouses in our cells, they produce energy. Oh, right, right.
So high uric acid, it's like cutting off their power supply.
Yikes, okay. That's not good.
Not good at all. And remember how we were talking about AMPK, how it's like an upgrade for our metabolism?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, one of the things it does is help lower uric acid levels.
So Allulose, it activates AMPK, lowers the uric acid, and protects our mitochondria.
It's like a domino effect.
Right.
But in a good way.
Right.
It
Exactly.
just shows how one compound can have all these ripple effects throughout our system,
Yeah.
affecting everything.
It really makes you realize how much we still don't know about food and how it impacts us.
Absolutely. And the research on allulose, it's still early, but it's looking really promising.
It's not a magic bullet, obviously.
Nothing is, but it could be a really powerful tool for, getting healthier. So where does this leave us? It seems like allulose could change how we think about sweeteners entirely.
Yeah, I think so too. We've been so focused on, like, sugar is bad, sugar is the enemy, and for the most part it is, but then Allulose comes along and it's like, hold on a second.
There might be another way.
Exactly. Maybe we can have our sweet treats and be healthy too.
We've talked a lot about the physical stuff, but what about, like, the mental side of things? Our relationship with food,
Yeah.
so much of it is emotional.
Oh, 100%.
Could allulose maybe even change that?
That's a great question. Imagine, right, enjoying dessert without that guilt, without the sugar crash later. Could that lead to a healthier relationship with food?
It's a really interesting thought. What if, instead of restricting and feeling bad, we could find ways to, like, actually enjoy those cravings in a way that's good for us?
Exactly. That's what I'm hoping for.
I love it. All right, well, this has been incredible. We've covered so much ground, from blood sugar to AMPK, uric acid, even our own psychology. It seems like allulose could be a real game changer.
Absolutely. And to me, the most exciting part is that we're just getting started.
There's so much more to learn.
Exactly.
Well, to everyone listening, we hope you enjoyed this deep dive into allulose. And, we hope it inspires you to, like, keep learning, keep exploring, keep making healthy choices. Until next time.